these are fundamental issues which Tassa is asking, because there is a lack of understanding within this country and amongst some of our people. A lot of issues can be predicted. The prediction is such that when we are about to have a SADC conference, there must be something which happens. We already know. When we are about to have an African Union conference, there must be something which happens. There is nothing which happens when there is no projection towards a specific conference. And the whole issue will be to draw attention. Now, even to go back, there is now a confirmed theory. Okay, maybe I would not say I have not confirmed it, but to say sanctions have been the cause of immorality in Zimbabwe. Sanctions have caused the lack of integrity in a certain quarters, to an extent that when somebody tries to survive, he tends to cut corners. And it has been because of these hardships which were obviously imposed. So when people look at the dimension of the impact of sanctions, they may not even look at it as well. So the issue is, what are we doing about it? What is it? The position of government with the rest of the international community is very clear. And we have always said we want to be an enemy to no one and a friend to everyone. And we want to be interacting with the rest of the community, international community. Surely, there can be propagation about a crisis in Zimbabwe. You and me know in reality that there is no crisis in Zimbabwe. There are challenges which are found in any other nation. Somebody says there is a crisis of human rights. Where are these human rights being breached? And are we sure and confident that these are human rights? Yes, we are not saying we are a perfect nation, but if there are any human rights breaches, it is clear that this government's commitment, and we actually went and fought and liberated this country in order to have human rights for this country. Now, at the end of the day, if there are issues, those issues must be tabled and reported at least to the police, or they must be reported to any other body which is competent to deal with such kind of challenges. So it's a pity, and I would urge you yourself, the fourth estate, to turn around the narrative and understand that Zimbabwe is a peace-loving nation which requires friends and not enemies. And therefore, it requires to interact with everybody. Yes, we are embedded, we strengthen our friendship with the East as usual, because they've been and they've stood with us for a long time. But we are re-engaging with a lot of these Western countries. And the main purpose is to ensure that this country can interact with the rest of nations among the international community, both in terms of economic and in terms of trade and even politically. So we are a very humble nation.